dressed up as the Sting again.
There's Russo who's in the Sting mask. Oh my God!
It's his own son. It's his own second son.
Look at the monster Vampiro has turned Sting into. The Dark Angel paying the price as Sting continues to take a walk on the dark side.
Billy Kidman has been riding an arrogant wave of red and yellow.
Look at Eric Bischoff
refusing to even make a count. Eric Bischoff through the table.
Look at this monstrosity constructed 3 stories high.
Jarrett's gonna give chase to Arquette.
Again, he's scared to death. They just broke the wall on a hardcore hell.
Arquette is making a bold move. Mike Awesome's come out, and now the race is on.
Good God, Arquette just whacked pain.
It's the ultimate swerve.
The chosen one is the chosen champion. Canyon and Awesome. No.
Oh my God, we need help, please. Oh, he broke his back. He broke his back. What's going on here tonight?
We can't resist this.
You are looking earlier today at a scene in a hospital room in Kansas City, Missouri, as Diamond Dallas Page was keeping vigil in his friend Chris Canyon, severely injured. The new blood, Eric Bischoff in charge, and new world heavyweight champion Jeff Jarrett took it upon themselves to make a shambles of what went down.
Hey,
as you can see, well, hold on now. What happened here?
It's getting late. Visiting hours are over. We got to get to Nitro. Let's go. Let's go.
Boys.
Come on.
You thought last night was bad, didn't you?
Come on. Let's go. Hey. Oh, Paige, you're not looking too good, honey. How about a little refreshment? I'll make sure I get a doctor for you, honey.
And in the aftermath of Slamboree and the horrific attack on Chris Canyon, the new blood may be celebrating Jeff Jarrett's new world title reign, and now David Arquette backstab DDP, but here is the Millionaires Club. And they're arriving the same way they showed up last night, realizing the only way you're going to win this war is to be unified. And tonight, the battleground is the TWA Dome and WCW Monday Nitro. Welcome inside of the TWA Dome, Tony Schiavone, Mark Madden, and Scott Hardway Hudson. We welcome you to TNT, and we welcome you to Monday Nitro. There is a new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and oh, what memories we'll have for the rest of our lives, Scott Hudson. What went down last night at Slamboree?
One of the most disturbing images I've ever seen in this sport. From the top of the cage, 20 feet to the ring entrance ramp in Kansas City, and I know Mark Madden loved it.
I'm outraged by the extent of Canyon's injuries, but I'm not outraged by what Mike Awesome did. When Canyon climbed up there, he knew the risk. If it wasn't Awesome throwing off Canyon, Canyon might have thrown off Awesome. I hope Canyon gets well, but it's tough to feel sorry for him. He put himself in that predicament.
We'll give you an update on Canyon's injury. As you see Eric Bischoff leading in the new blood. We'll talk in depth about what went down. Speaking of swerves, look at the man in the left background area. Yes, David Arquette is walking out with the new blood.
Now he's not acting. He showed what a great actor he was when he swerved DD last night on top of that cage at Slamboree. Look at the way the man's dressed. He's the coolest guy I know, Scott and Tony. Cooler than you two, that's for sure.
Now hold on a second. Didn't he hate him last night before the cage match?
Yes.
So give it up. What's the reason that all of a sudden you like David Arquette right now?
Because David Arquette was acting before I was acting. He knew what kind of man he could be. I had a hunch what kind of man he could be. David Arquette came through for the new blood team, and I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
The shock troops and the arm candy, Eric Bischoff, along with Mike Awesome, David Arquette, Jeff Jarrett, the new world champion, and the cat. What is the cat doing in there? And of course the arm candy herself, that Jezebel, Kimberly.
Cat was in the hospital room earlier today as well. And there he stands there along with the new WCW World Champion, Jeff Jarrett.
You got to give it up for Jeff Jarrett, the chosen one, the chosen champion. He has that belt for one reason and one reason only. He's the best wrestler in the world.
Man, I love you people too. I really do.
His hearing's going.
You know, we had one hell of a night last night.
Now they really did.
The new WCW World Heavyweight Champion, my man, Mr. David Arquette. All brought to you by the producers of The New Blood and the director who brought you one of the greatest swerves of all time. As a matter of fact, let's roll this vintage piece of cinematography so you can all enjoy what we enjoyed. It started right with the very beginning. Mr. Arquette, perfect timing, jumped into the ring right when he was supposed to. And yes, I took one for the Gipper, Mr. Russo, because what we really wanted to do, Paige, is make you believe. We wanted you to buy it hook, line, and sinker. Was I willing to sacrifice for Mr. Arquette anything? Was Mr. Jarrett willing to sacrifice to convince you that you actually won that cage match? To make sure that your ego would drive you to put that world title? He could have kicked out 3 times. 3 times, but he didn't. And then, yes, this was the moment we were all waiting for. The moment that this man right here, Mr. David Arquette, one of the truly finest actors in all of Hollywood, he had a dream. He had a dream. His dream was to become the WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And damn it all to hell, it was my job to make that dream come true. Even one of the greatest performances by Tank Abbott to date. We used it all. We used it all, Paige. Because I told you before, I could set you up. I could screw you. And I could walk away from it, and you would never even see it coming. Just like the morons in this arena and all the internet wrestling experts who thought it was such a disgrace to put the WCW World Heavyweight title on Mr. David Arquette. But I did it, and I did it for one reason only, Paige. To screw you royally, and I did!
Let's hear it for Eric Bischoff. What a man.
What a master. And Tank Abbott was in on the thing. How about that?
Is he all right?
Sorry, Paige. I really am sorry. Canyon, oh, damn sorry. But you should know better than to trust someone from Hollywood. What's up? You know, when I was on the set of Ready to Rumble with Paige, I told him that I had a dream to be a wrestler. And he said, "Shit!" He said you'd get hurt, but guess what? You got hurt, Paige.
I don't think he's had his
I
medication.
got one thing to say to you. I was the heavyweight champion of the world, thanks to my buddy, Eric Bischoff, the king, EJE, baby.
What an actor.
So put that in your corn pipe and smoke it.
What an actor. Almost Gable-like in his delivery, and a wonderful wife, too.
And now, once again, I am the chosen one. Paige, did you really think you could beat me in the triple cage? Please, slap ass.
You couldn't beat me on my worst day. You were had. You're a fool. No wonder your wife left your stupid ass.
We are looking out back as a car has come into the TWA Dome, and Diamond Dallas Page getting out.
Paige!
And you hear Kimberly, they do not realize this is going on. Look how cut and bruised he is.
Diamond Dallas Page in bad shape.
Don't you get it?
But he's here.
All of this is about me.
Wow!
Me!
I'd like to get to know me better.
Makes one of you.
Me! Right, Eric?
It is definitely all about her.
Hey, DDP, I got a quick question for you here. How's it gonna feel for the next 50 years taking care of your little puke jump-ass friend Canyon? Huh? I wanna know that. How's it gonna feel, huh?
That's disgusting,
Yeah,
everyone.
Bring it on.
Gonna have your answer, I do believe.
Business is about to pick up.
I do believe so. Here at the TWA Dome, Diamond Dallas Page arrived in his vehicle. They were not aware. And look at the face of David Arquette.
Diamond Dallas Page is about to walk into an anthill, into a snake pit. Bischoff, Awesome, Cat, Jarrett, Arquette, Kimberly, they all want a piece of this man, and he is moving with purpose. Look at that intensity.
That's all right. Who's going to help him? Canyon can't help him. Canyon can't even move.
I don't think he cares. He gets in, first of all, to Mike Awesome. And look from behind, it's the Cat. Page does not care how many people are in the ring.
Diamond Dallas Page, after the three-story cage match last night at Slamboree, is clearinghouse, and David Arquette is about to get an acting lesson. Oh, yeah!
He might get more than that. DDP front Chancery, and he puts him in a diamond cutter.
Yes! Diamond cutter on David Arquette!
And now the Cat's in. And here's world champion Jeff Jarrett and Mike Awesome, and they're triple teaming DDP.
What an idiot to come in here against 5-6 people. I hope his wife comes in here and whacks him as well.
Well, the fact is that, oh, the phone, the lights go out of the TWA Dome. That can mean only one thing.
Reinforcements from the dark side.
Oh, boy. This guy won't go away either.
The unmistakable music, and he, out of nowhere, he rides.
How did he get in there?
Sting.
Sting is clearing house. Page is back up. And the new blood powders after that one, and I don't blame him.
DDP walked right in.
I got a second.
Here comes other members of the new blood.
That's Bob Bagwell of the franchise, the World Tag Team Champions.
They'll take on everybody.
And they're going to have to. They're going to have to.
KroniK comes in to help out. Clark and Adams. DDP, look at the face. Look at the demeanor.
I would say the Millionaires Club looking pretty strong in St. Louis.
For Diamond Dallas Page, it's more than just Millionaires Club against the new blood. It's personal. And you can see it in his eyes as we've just started. After he went through that grueling battle in the cage last night, he power walks in here and gets us up and running on Nitro.
Eric Bischoff, after what we have just seen out here in the arena in St. Louis, it appears that, yes, Diamond Dallas Page may be beaten and betrayed, but certainly he's not giving up on winning the war.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm a little hot. I'm a little hot about a lot of things. But I'll tell you what. He wants to come out here and hit one of the finest actors in Hollywood, David Arquette, Mr. David Arquette, with a diamond cutter. Who the hell does he think he is? He wants to play? I'll tell you what. We'll let him play. He gets to play in a stretchers match. That's right, with Mr. Awesome, the man who put out his best friend, Canyon. He's going to put that old piece of crap out of business tonight. I'm talking about DDP. You're going to finish the job tonight with Page that you started with Canyon. Now, Sting, you want to play in our neck of the woods? Well, I'll tell you what. How about Jeff Jarrett? You want Jeff Jarrett? You got Jeff Jarrett. No problem.
Okay, I've got a question for you. If indeed Sting is going to be facing Jeff Jarrett, will the WCW World Heavyweight title now be on the line tonight?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't it be? Easy, easy. The world title, easy. It'll be fine.
Talking about
Trust me tonight. The world title on the line. Things are going to be just great in our little movie.
Oakland, you're an instant.
Ralph, there's no time for that. Stop playing around. Do you understand? Eric Bischoff told me today, if we don't beat Terry Funk, we're out of here. We're history. We're fired from WCW. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, stop playing around. We got a match tonight. Come on, let's go.
Let's go get it.
No.
Well, Ralphus and Screamin' Norman will come to the ring for a return match.
He was picking out a birthday present for Mark.
For the WCW Hardcore title, but here's what we got for you tonight. Top of the hour, Diamond Dallas Page and Mike Awesome in a stretcher match. And then later on tonight, Sting will face Jeff Jarrett for the WCW World Heavyweight title. Far as Sting is concerned, he's done with Vampiro. You know he would immediately go for the WCW World title, and he's got his shot tonight. Speaking of getting his shot, how does this man, Terry Funk, continue to even walk to the ring, Scott Hudson?
Middle-aged and crazy at 55 years old. First world title in 1977. From a wrestling family, Terry Funk has seen it all, and he's taken it all. Been there, took that. Terry Funk was hardcore when he was in kindergarten. You are not going to out-hardcore the hardcore legend. Terry Funk represents the only failure of the new blood, the one that got away the hardcore title.
Yo, he's not middle-aged and crazy. He's old and he's insane. His wife, Vicky, has begged him to quit time and time again. In fact, he has quit for lengthy periods. But he's addicted to wrestling.
Bischoff!
He keeps coming back. Oh, God, now he's going to talk.
Russo! You'll never get this hardcore championship off of my wrinkled old ass. So, bring on the challengers.
The challengers have their job on the line here. Well, Terry Funk, WCW's entrance into Ripley's Believe It or Not. We all had seen, Mark, I know, the film documentary Beyond the Mat. That went to explicit detail about the condition of his legs. One knee did not have, as the doctor said, not much left.
I want to officially present to you my
please.
new hardcore tag team partner. The man who single-handedly last night in Slamboree told us why we should all say no to crack.
Oh, my God.
I present Monday Night Ralphus. Go and get him, Ralphus.
Monday Night Ralphus.
Monday Night Ralphus.
No!
Good night, Ralphus is actually what he meant. As Terry Funk nailed him with the chip.
Oh, not again.
Ralphus takes nosedive for the best of them. Oh, he threw the chair at him.
That's hardcore. Terry Funk, this is no laughing matter to him. We saw it in Beyond the Mat. This man lives, eats, and breathes professional wrestling and doesn't appreciate what Ralphus brings to the table.
In that documentary, the doctor said one knee did not have much left. The other knee, according to the doctor, was a miracle he was still walking. It was literally bone on bone with no cartilage in that knee. And that was about a year ago that thing was filmed.
Why do you glamorize it? Why do you glorify it? This guy went to high school with George Burns. He should be in a retirement village somewhere, for heaven's sakes. Terry Funk embarrasses wrestling.
It's an incredible story that the man can even stand on his own 2 feet. And now we've got two guys, Ralphus and Screamin' Norman, mostly Screamin' Norman, Ralphus apparently still down, fighting for their own existence here in WCW. If they lose tonight, they get fired.
Good. I don't want to see Screamin' Norman gone, but Ralphus we could do without him. But they want their jobs. They're putting it up on the line against Terry Funk.
Hold on. What about all the Ralphaholics? What would they do without Ralphus?
We're covered.
And there is a case here, but as you can tell, he's going to chase Terry Funk with the golf cart that we use here in this vast TWA dome, but Terry just sidestepped it. Where's Norman going?
He's in catering.
I don't think he is.
No, he's not.
Another case of Bischoff and Russo just messing with men's lives and their careers. I guess he's going to go downtown St. Louis somewhere. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't miss Norman and Ralphus. If these two had a brain, they'd be out playing with it. I mean, they may be hardcore, but they're not too bright. Terry Funk, you got to give him credit there. He is not only hardcore, he has the experience, he has the intelligence, he has it all when it comes to hardcore. He's just too damn old.
No time for a drink, I can tell you that. Here we go. The hardcore legend and the hardcore wiggler.
I don't know what Terry Funk was going after, but he's chasing Norman. He's dipped on the back of the golf cart.
Whoa!
Oh, watch it!
Oh, no! He was two-wheeling it around the corner. Come on!
And now as Funk goes down, Screaming Norman, fighting for his own job. Sends Terry Funk back. It looks like maybe, is that the kitchen? Or is that maybe the janitorial area?
Well, if it was the kitchen, Ralphus would be there by now.
Oh! I think Ralph is still down on the entryway here somewhere. So, this hardcore team is down to one man, and Terry Funk is nothing short of unbelievable. You know, you said, Mark, that his wife has begged him to well, here comes Ralphus. For God's sake, someone pull his pants off.
You know, I like cleavage on his shoulder, not this guy. This is the wrong kind of cleavage.
Way too much skin being shown on Nitro.
I'm switching allegiances. Let's go Funker. If it means losing Norman to lose Ralphus, I'm all for it.
Hardcore title versus the careers of Ralphus and Screaming Norman Smiley.
The career of Ralphus?
The career of Ralphus. Hitting.
Wow! Those are industrial straight cookie sheets. This isn't some sort of a high plate war. Yes! Wipe him out!
He's got them both in a heap, and he's laying it in.
We may be seeing him beat the career out of both men.
He's going to cover the heap of humanity. 1, 2, he is still the hardcore champion. And guess what? Ralphus' career as an in-ring participant is not even 48 hours old, and he's done.
Too long.
Look at them weeping like women.
They're right to the unemployment line. Get a bowl of soup or a new suit of clothes.
I can't drive a truck.
This portion of WCW Monday Nitro brought to you by Western Union. It's the fastest way to send money worldwide. So they come to us after they're crying in the back. Mark Madden, the fact is that in a hospital bed in Kansas City, Chris Kanyon is really fighting for his own existence because he is in real bad shape based on that bump that we've seen.
I've got the gaga on that one. Chris Kanyon, severe trauma to the spinal cord, severe damage to the C5, C6, and C7 vertebra. Right now, he can't walk. He has no feeling from the waist down. We don't know if it's permanent, but right now, we know that Chris Kanyon is going to be a changed man and a changed wrestler for the rest of his life.
And we know that top of the hour, Diamond Dallas Page will be fighting for Kanyon in a stretcher match against Mike Awesome. And also last night, one of the more shocking developments, not only in any pay-per-view, but any WCW event, saw David Flair turn on his own father, Ric Flair, at the behest, obviously, of Vince Russo.
Here's the situation with David Flair and his daddy. David Flair finally has one. Ric Flair was never, ever there for David growing up. Now Mr. Russo is. Mr. Russo is David Flair's father now.
The fact is, it was a shocking turn of events that went down last night. Not only Mike Awesome and Diamond Dallas Page, top of the hour coming up in a stretcher match, but for the world title here tonight, it is Sting and Jeff Jarrett, and a whole lot more here from the TWA Dome. The fans coming up next, Ric Flair.
Down out there, I've got to do it myself. It's between me and my son. It's a family issue. Promise me. I've covered my back 1,000 times tonight. I need to be there by myself. I need to be there by myself.
All right.
It's family.
All
Thank
right,
you.
I don't feel good about it. You got it.
Trust me, it's my decision. I respect you as a man. I've got to do this myself. Thank you.
Back live on Monday Nitro. Ric Flair, as you saw right before the break, said to the total package, the team package, I've got to do this by myself. And I can only imagine the emotion that's going through the mind and through the body of the former World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair.
I want to point something out. I've known Ric Flair for many years. I've known his wife. I've known his kids. Ric Flair has never been there for David. He was on the road, being world champion, styling and profiling. Now Mr. Russo is there for David Flair. I don't care how upset Ric Flair is. He brought this on.
Well, here's what happened last night, courtesy of WCW Magazine. Ric Flair against the franchise. Ric Flair was chopping and wooing, and he was in command. And then the attack was on with Buff Bagwell, and then the man in the Sting match we thought was Vince Russo. It was not. It was David Flair. He took a Statue of Liberty and cracked it over his father's head, and that led to 5 minutes of Vince Russo beating Flair senseless. So here comes Ric Flair to the ring, very serious, carrying many belts with him, including one belt he held for many, many years, the old NWA World Heavyweight Title belt.
Hey, those are the only kids he cares about. Those belts are his.
The year 1978, Terry Funk told me if I wanted to be a star in this business, I had to get to St. Louis on Friday night.
He did.
You know what I'm talking about. I had to be at the Keel or the arena. I had to be live at the Chase. I had to be in St. Louis if I wanted to be a star. And then I saw this for the first time. It was around the waist of the legendary Jack Briscoe. And I said, Jack, you think I can be world champion? He said, kid, keep working. Work at it every day and every night, and maybe, by the grace of God, you might get it someday. And then it was Terry Funk. And then it was Harley Race. And then it was Dusty Rhodes. And then it was my turn. And this is what we all desired to have and be the World Heavyweight Championship. We gave up everything. We gave up life. We gave up our family. We worked every day. We partied all night. We were the champions of the world. The best this sport has to offer. Now, this one goes away. Along comes this. This is just a copy of the belt that Jeff Jarrett's wearing now. But it was mine before it was Jeff Jarrett's. And Jeff Jarrett, you know it. Look around. You love being the champion. Don't pay attention to Russo. Jeff Jarrett, today, I might not like it, but you're the man, Jarrett, because you got the World Heavyweight Title. There's only one. Right, St. Louis?
Absolutely right.
We're going to do battle at the Great American Bash.
We lived and died and breathed and sweat and bled to be the champ. And I'm not retiring, but last night, all of this glory, all of this notoriety, everything that this brought came to an end when my son, David Flair, made the mistake of a lifetime. Here's the way it goes, David. I halfway have to tell you, you got some guts I didn't think you had. What you did last night, I'm not mad at you for right now, but I want you to come out here in St. Louis in front of the wrestling world and tell everybody you made a mistake, that you want to be David Flair, not David Flair, that you want to be with your father, not Ric Flair, and you want to come out here and make it right by me. David, do it now, brother. Come on, David. It's your father talking to you, not Ric Flair.
How about that?
Wow.
What a moment that we are witnessing here live in St. Louis, legendary wrestling town. David Flair coming out with I Love New York and Daphne, and there, the Statue of Liberty, the culprit, so to speak. I think what gets close to Ric Flair as much as anything is the fact that he came out with Vince Russo last night. It was in Russo's camp, so to speak. And speaking of Russo, here he comes.
Daddy's home! Hello, David. Hello, son. Isn't it good to have a father figure you can count on? A father figure you can trust? Vince Russo is David Flair's dad now.
The sins of the father are visited on the son, and Ric Flair is paying the price for the jet-flying, limousine-riding, high-flying son of a gun he's been since 1978. It's all going to come to a head in St. Louis right now on Nitro.
Sometimes, Scott, you talk, and almost by accident, the truth slips out.
Think about the emotional tug-of-war that's going on right now. David Flair is there, his father on one side, and the man, I guess you could call him, what, his mentor? Maybe his surrogate father? Can I go that far?
You know what? St. Louis.
On the other.
Ric Flair. They're making the T-shirts right now, and you know what they say, Slick Rick? They say, tradition sucks.
Yeah, baby.
And last night in Kansas City, Missouri, I think that's how you Hicks say it, Missouri, I spit in the face of tradition. Daphne?
This is not about tradition.
As a matter of fact, Rick,
it's about family, not about tradition.
I made a list of the people whose faces I spit in. Dory Funk Jr., Dick DeBruiser, Jack Briscoe, Kaninsky, DiBiase, Murdoch, Brody, Dusty Rhodes, and St. Louis's own Sam Mushnick.
Oh.
Russo.
But wait a minute, Rick. But wait a minute.
I'm here to talk to him.
You let me finish now, punk. This is my time.
Not in your town.
More importantly, I looked right in your face and I spit square in your eye. And now your son is standing next to the father he never had.
Amen. Well said. I like what I hear.
David, for whatever this nothing happening punk has made you think that you can be, it isn't going to happen. We had this discussion a year ago. When you got in this business, I told you they would manipulate you. They would pull you aside. They would work every possible angle to make this happen. They want reality. They want the Flair split down the middle. It ain't going to happen. It'll never happen. Now walk over here. Walk over
David,
here.
tell him how you feel, David.
Oh.
I'm mad at you, Dad. And
You're
you
mad
have
at
every
me.
reason to be mad at him, David.
If you're mad at me, we'll talk about it when we get home. We're not going to air anything personal on this program. You come home now to me.
Wait a minute. Go home. Nothing. Let me tell you how I see it, Rick. I see the Great American Bash. Baltimore, your backyard. I see father versus son. I see David Flair against you, Ric Flair. 21 years, he's waiting for this opportunity.
But he's got a world title match against Jeff
David,
Jarrett.
I'm not even going to look at him anymore. You're my son. You ain't going to wrestle me anywhere, much less the Great American Bash. You are going to work your way from the bottom up just like I did. You're going to bleed and sweat and pay the price. You're going to be what we raised you to be, and that's a man, not a punk stooge for him. Now walk over here behind my back.
I told you I was mad at you. Got it?
And I'm telling you not to air a personal grievance on this show. I'll tell you how real this is, pal. You walk over here right now, my man. See this right here? This is a cell phone. I'm going to call Vince McMahon right now, brother. I haven't burned a bridge. This guy's burned a bridge. I'll call McMahon right now, and you'll be on Raw next Monday night.
My God.
Yeah. You'll be a big star. You come to your dad.
Can't believe
he burned a bridge. I can call Vince McMahon right now. Come on over here.
Oh, man. This is
God.
terrible.
Thank God.
Now, Russo. Family's over. I'm going to kick you.
Oh, here we go. Oh, after all Mr. Russo did for David Flair, this is terrible.
He got the Rolex back, and you are watching a father's vengeance right now. Oh, man! He sucker punched his father with the Statue of Liberty.
Actually, I think he just saved his father.
Saved his father from what?
Saved his new father, Mr. Russo. His real father, his only father.
He dug the knife deep into the back of his father.
David Flair was in the mount. raining him down on Ric Flair.
We will see you at the Great American Bash, baby.
All David Flair did was do what Ric Flair did for many, many years. Put wrestling over family. Like father, like son, but there's his new father, Mr. Russo.
Well, Vince Russo, it's the smart move, believe it or not. It really makes sense. He attacked Ric Flair's weakness, his love for his family. Flair is out cold, and this battle is just starting. We have just witnessed one of the most unforgettable moments ever. The drama of a father and a family falling apart right before our very eyes. Flair was embraced moments before by his son as he attacked Russo from another angle. David Flair knocks him smack out with the Statue of Liberty. What, Scott Hudson, is going to the mind of Father Ric Flair right now?
Think about the emotional roller coaster being ridden by the Nature Boy Ric Flair. The elation of having his son back, and then the crushing defeat behind the head.
Let's go out back.
Come on, step out of it, Nate. We got to do something about this. And tonight, Nate, don't do this. We got to do something.
I'm had it. I'm done. I'm done.
You've had it. You got to be kidding me.
I've had it. I've had it. I've had it with the business. I've had it with the business.
He's a piece of garbage, Nate.
Ric Flair has never quit anything in his life.
Been fighting too long.
What does he mean he's done?
Ric Flair isn't done. Ric Flair will come to his senses. Ric Flair will bounce back. I feel very bad for Ric Flair. I mean, I respect David Flair for what he did because I believe it's the right thing. But to have a biological son turn on a father, absentee father though he may have been, that's very, very sad, and I really am very upset.
Now, we saw the total package in the back. He's not supposed to be next. Oh, wait a second. The total package is music, and out comes Chuck Palumbo, a man who we understand is going by the main event, Chuck Palumbo, coming out. And we all witnessed what went down last night at Slamboree. One of the many things that went down was the fact that we just saw that Elizabeth is now back with the total package.
When's that replay for Slamboree, Tony? The people who didn't see it last night, boy, they have to buy the replay. That was one of the most unforgettable pay-per-views in sports entertainment history.
It's the encore presentation of Against Tomorrow, and it's Thursday as well. Go ahead, Scott.
It was last night at Slamboree. You'll see it on the replay. The total package and Buff Bagwell. The total package throws Buff the stuff in the rack, and Buff tapped out. Buff was done. But this man, the main event, Chuck Palumbo, hit the ring after the package had been waylaid by Buff the Stuff. Only then does the main event rack the package. Beat him with his own move, hoisted by his own petard. The main event racked the total package on Slamboree.
I have to say, this posing routine Chuck Palumbo does, the main event, very fresh, very entertaining.
Oh, who in the world?
I really enjoy watching this.
Who in the world does he think he is? This is Luger's music, Luger's spotlight.
Look at the way the guy looks.
He's posing exactly like the total package is what he's doing. It's one of those new blood mind games. It's the one-upsmanship.
He looks terrific, admit it. He looks terrific.
And he does it at a very weak time for Team Package when Ric Flair said he's had enough, and he walks and he quits, and he walks right out of the business here in St. Louis.
Not exactly like the total package. He says he's got a little less body fat, I think.
Is that what he says?
Calm down. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the main event. Chuck Palumbo. 6'5", 280 pounds. 3, not 4, 3% body fat, baby.
You were right, Scott. I thought he looked lean.
Read his
you
press
know
release.
it. I'm the total package and so much more. Woo. Now, Lex, listen, buddy. I'm a little pissed off. You're standing today after I beat your ass last night. So tonight, baby, if you got the guts, I'm gonna light you up, baby. I'm gonna give you the beating I should have gave you last night. Finish you off.
Boy, this air gets run deep.
You work in the main event?
The main event is going to work you.
He knows the fragile mental state, the fragile emotional state of the total package. He just heard his partner, Ric Flair, say he was out of the business. But here he comes.
He called him out. What type of arrogance does it take to come on this program live right before the 9 o'clock hour, a virtual unknown, except knowing that he trained in the power plant and calling out the total package? Look, he tells Elizabeth, I'll take care of this myself.
Remember, he's got Elizabeth because Vince Russo, on the run from Kevin Nash, threw her back to him to run interference in the package, and the main event are going to go at it on Nitro.
How about the force of the total package? One man, wrong time, and he is going to teach Chuck Palumbo a severe lesson.
He knows that Chuck Palumbo is new blood.
Hold on. R&B security stalking to the ring. That's Russo and Bischoff security. Here they come. And they got Elizabeth.
He gave her back last night at Slamboree.
He didn't give her back. She just escaped for a little bit.
Wait a second, the package.
He threw her to the bus so he can run away. And the total package wipes out two members of security who were harassing Elizabeth. Watch it from behind.
Oh, he hit him with that muscle flexor. He nailed him right in the back with that metal muscle flexor. Oh, the package looks like, oh, the package is hurt.
The package is out.
Knocked him out, flat out. He's not even moving here. And now Palumbo kicks the package on the rampway, and R&B security have secured Elizabeth, so to speak.
What a complete coward Vince Russo is, sending out the main event, Chuck Palumbo, to do his damage. R&B security and Chuck Palumbo, the package is unconscious in St. Louis.
All right, fans, we are back, and as you can imagine, we do believe that the total package is still unconscious in the back last we checked. So right now we're just kind of scrambling around to see if we can actually go back there and check on the total package. I mean, this young man, we've talked so much about how Russo and Bischoff are getting into the minds of members of the now we're looking back, members of the Millionaires Club, and we're seeing exactly what's gone down, how he's playing with people's lives, how he is now he has Elizabeth back in his control. And this Chuck Palumbo, who has not earned spit, does this.
Everybody out. Everybody out. Leave me alone with it. Daphne, you stay. Liz, sit down. Sit down, Liz. You know, Liz, I don't know what you're doing. I'm trying real hard here, Liz. I am doing this for you. I chose you, Liz, because you aren't like the others. I'm trying to help you, Liz, but every step of the way you are fighting me, and I'm getting tired of it. And that's why I think tonight you are going to live up to this contract, Liz, this lucrative contract that we've been paying you for the last 2 years. And what I'm saying, in case you don't understand, is tonight you will get out in that ring, the lovely Miss Elizabeth, and you will wrestle the first match of your life, and there's your opponent. This psycho from hell right here, Liz.
What?
I don't know how to wrestle.
Well, that's too bad.
no.
You're going to learn about tough love tonight. I am tired of this.
You've got to help me. I want to get out of this.
You want to get out of this?
Yeah.
It's real simple. You beat Daphne tonight, I will rip up this contract, and you can go with him, the total package. But if not, Liz, if not, I will own you, and it will only get tougher from here.
What do you expect me to do? I can't wrestle like this.
Oh, well, I
don't
came
know.
prepared, Liz. I think these are your size. I think this should fit nicely. Go inside and change. We are going to see a main event tonight.
Can you believe exactly what we are going to see tonight? Elizabeth is going to have to get in the ring against Daphne for her own freedom.
This will be
So
Liz's.
this is St. Louis,
The perfect one, Sean Stasiak.
home of the famous Mark McGuire.
He read the brochure.
You see, the difference between me, the perfect one, Mr. McGuire, and all you other wannabes is that I don't need to put any cork in my bat, and you ladies know exactly what I'm talking about, because I am the home run king, and I am absolutely
The perfect one.
Will the Sean Stasiak fan club please come to order?
Tonight, we are going to have that stretcher match. That'll be coming up in just a few moments where Mike Awesome and Diamond Dallas Page will fight. But now a man who basically renamed himself last night, Captain Erection, comes to the ring. And he's got Curt Hennig in tow. How about that?
Captain Erection and Curt Hennig. I don't think Curt Hennig is a misfit in action, but he's out there with the captain.
I still can't get over DDP versus Awesome in just a few moments. I can't get over Liz having to wrestle the first match she's ever had to wrestle in, boy, well over a decade of wrestling. I can't believe Mr. Russo's making her do it. That is amazing.
In her career in this sport, Elizabeth, we all saw, I mean, back in, the 1980s, when she was with the Macho Man Randy Savage, Elizabeth never got involved. Savage went out of his way to look out for her physically, make sure she never got mixed up in that stuff. That's been her stock in trade since she's been in this sport, and tonight, she's got to put on the brogans and step in the ring with Daphne. Please.
She has been the standard for beauty and grace in sports entertainment, married to the Macho Man. She was the first lady of pro wrestling, and now it's uncharted territory for this graceful lady who has to go in for her own freedom. How low can you go? Just ask Vince Russo.
Well, one thing worth pointing out, the Russo...
Whoa! Speaking of pointing out,
Snoochie Boochies, Tony. She's looking better than ever. Miss Hancock, I love her, and I think she may love me.
Well, she's out here for some reason. I don't know.
Hold on a second. Did you see that? Curt Hennig holding the perfect one in the corner. The captain ran in for the corner splash. Then he shoved Stasiak out of the way, and the captain... Hold on a second, did Hennig just help out Stasiak?
It does appear that way. The Misfits in action come across the top when that all went down.
Well, they were all fired. What are they doing here?
What was Hennig doing? Why would Hennig...
Well, Kevin Nash looked like he confronted Hennig about what went on. We're going to have to go back and look at the replay once again to exactly see if it went down that way.
Oh, yeah! Kevin Nash, the one-man cavalry! Sean Stasiak, not so perfect now.
Last night at Slamboree, it was very apparent that Nash would show up here tonight, and that Nash would come here looking for one man who we know's here already, and that man is Vince Russo.
Stan Stasiak is the wrong man, wrong place, wrong time, and now he gets planted, courtesy of what may be, no, let's face it, what is the best powerbomb in the sport, with all due respect to Mike Awesome.
Kevin Nash stalking the fallen form of the perfect one, Sean Stasiak, and now Kevin Nash apparently has a little something to say. I think we know who this is going to be directed to.
Whatever he wants.
That is intensity. Listen up, Finny Roo. This one's coming your way.
Hey, Russo! I got a question for you. I gotta know what you were smoking last night, my man. It had to be the KroniK for you to hit me with a bat. You know, a funny thing about life there, Vince. See, you didn't kill me. So, since you didn't kill me, you gotta face me tonight.
That's a call out. That's a call out right there.
I don't know what happened to that nice little quiet Vince Jr. I knew up in WWF. I mean, Russo, I thought we were friends. Hell, I was one of the guys that helped you get your ass back here. But since you want to play, I'll play. take your hand, grab your balls, and come on down. I'll play.
Well, that's not Vince Russo's music.
Well, certainly is not.
But that was a definite call out. And if Vince Russo is a smart man, and we know he is, he's going to stay confined back to his own locker room or somewhere else. And speaking of guys who have cojones, look who's leading the charge here in Philly, Kidman.
Wait, that's the Filthy Animals music. I guess the Filthy Animals are back together.
Hey, Big Sexy. It's time that you learn your place in the pecking order. And right now, you're the low man on the scrotum pole.
Scrotum pole?
You see, Vince Russo is way too busy dealing with the real stars, like the Kid, than to worry about some broken down, has-been, washed-up old wrestler like you.
Wow. Oh, don't go there.
But I'll tell you what. Last night, I cut down one giant, which proving once again that bigger isn't always better. And I would be more than happy to do it again tonight.
You talking about
Hogan?
Hogan?
Because I am the Kid, and this kid don't play.
I guess
Hogan won that match.
Of course.
Hey, Kevin, screw you and screw the Wolf Pack.
KroniK.
You thought the Filthy Animals were done for because I got suspended and Ray was hurt? Well, you know what? We're back tighter than ever, so you're about to feel this. And we don't care that you and that old Billy Goats clique that you kick it with held us back. All that matters is who's gonna pay and in what order. So right now, you get ready to toss our salad and peel our potato.
Yikes!
Here they come to the ring, and Big Sexy just waiting for him.
The Filthy Animals, one more time. Oh, Rey Mysterio Jr. with that back. The exact same thing Vince Russo did last night at Slamboree.
3-on-1.
Oh, no, not again.
Oh, yes, again. Here he comes. Hulk Hogan. Fresh off his victory last night at Slamboree, despite the revisionist history of the Kid, Billy Kidman.
Chance for Kidman to stay in and fight. And where did he go? Where did the Filthy Animals go? They went quickly to the floor.
Kidman beat the heck out of Hogan last night.
Come on, Kidman, you're so tough. Get in there. Washed up old has-been. Get in there and show them how washed up they are.
Not when Nash has a bat, for heaven's sakes.
Up next, our stretcher match with DDP and Mike Awesome. But in the ring, Hogan and Nash. Before we even go there, they've got the mic again.
See, the thing you little punks don't understand is when you're on top of the mountain, it's real hard for punks like you to knock us off. So listen up, my little bitches.
Yo!
You want to see what you got? Me and the big man here tonight in a street fight, St. Louis style.
Come on! Talk about cojones. Let's see it, Filthy Animals.
Let's start it right now, if they're so bad.
You know something, New Bloods? Me and Big Kev are gonna go in the back, brothers. We're gonna take a Russo and wipe our Bischoff, and then we're gonna beat the out of you three little punks.
I think we can say some of those words on television.
Challenge has been laid down, and it looks to me that those three Filthy Animals are gonna accept for a St. Louis street fight. But when we come back, all the emotion of what went down last night, what happened to his close friend Chris Canyon, what happened to him in the three-tiered cage, will come forward for Diamond Dallas Page as he will face Mike Awesome in a stretcher match. It's all coming up on WCW Monday Nitro. It's all coming up next here on TNT. Page wielding the stretcher. What is going through his mind? We're going to find out next. Back, it's time for the stretcher match. A program note, first of all, Thunder on TBS back at its regular time this coming Wednesday for 2 hours, beginning at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time on our sister network TBS. Don't forget that Thunder back at its regular time this coming Wednesday. Well, we we still have tonight the world title, Sting and Jeff Jarrett. We have that St. Louis Streets fight, Hogan and Nash and the Filthy Animals. But now, a match that's wrought with emotion. We're talking about the stretcher match, and Bischoff and Kimberly come out. And it's supposed to be awesome in Diamond Dallas Page, but I guess this figures, right? That Eric Bischoff would come out with Kimberly when Dallas has to go into the ring.
Well, he's Eric Bischoff. He's got Kimberly, the current wife, although estranged of Diamond Dallas Page, and he's the boss. Of course, he's going to get an entrance. Look at what Eric Bischoff has done to Diamond Dallas Page.
Look at Kimberly.
Yikes, he took his wife. He took his best friend. He's got his wife in the ring and put his best friend in ICU. What more can he do to Diamond Dallas Page?
You say peekaboo first. Peekaboo ICU.
Good news. Here they come.
They're coming to the broadcast position, and that music ushers in Diamond Dallas Page. You've got to wonder exactly what this man is fighting on right now. It's got to be pure adrenaline. You can just look and see how beaten and bruised and busted up he is from that cage last night. Emotionally, his wife wants a divorce. His close friends in a hospital. He was betrayed by David Arquette. Eric Bischoff wants to destroy.
Would you shut the hell up?
Please, let Mr. Bischoff
Man alive! Do you ever get tired of hearing your own stupid voice? I ask you. And by the way, speaking of divorce papers, Kimberly, I want to make it clear. At the end of this match, one way or the other, we will get these divorce papers signed so that you can get on with your life.
We do have this formality to take care of it. And as Eric has told me, this is the short form because Eric got me the best lawyer. And, well, let's just put it this way. DDP is not going to be a member of the Millionaires Club much longer.
Whoa. In fact, if I think your attorney has it right, he'll be lucky to be half a millionaire.
What more do you want, Eric Bischoff? You took the man's wife. You put his best friend in ICU. You took away his Hollywood connection to David Arquette. What more do you want?
What more I want is that man right there, Mike Awesome, to take his sorry carcass out of here on a stretcher so we can be through with it once and for all.
And that's what we've got. Diamond Dallas Page and Mike Awesome. This is New Blood and Millionaires Club times 10. Down goes Awesome.
Mike Awesome's a lucky man. He can cripple two for the price of one in 2 nights.
But Page sends Awesome over and they spill onto the outside. Diamond Dallas Page, think about what he was involved in.
Hey, get away from me.
Typical DDP.
Now, Awesome into the guardrail. This one is going to be raw emotion. Don't look for snapmares. It's brawling.
Oh, you can't just let those cameras
He's
be
an
on me at all,
animal.
can you?
Spit all over you.
Raw emotion. Diamond Dallas Page fighting for everything he's got. The man has nothing left physically. This is pure adrenaline. You had it right, Tony. Diamond Dallas Page
Shut
hates
up,
Eric
Hudson.
Bischoff.
Do you realize how long that piece of garbage kept this star down? Do you realize that she could have been a star years ago if it weren't for that man in there? He did it to you, Kim. He did it to you. Tonight you make him pay.
You know, I think you're right about that. We need to make him pay.
The divorce papers on the announced broadcast position. Diamond Dallas Page, one signature away. Oh, Uranus suplex. Down goes Awesome.
You know, he always made me walk behind him when we went to the ring together.
Walk behind him. It's because you're taller than he is. Gave him a complex.
Missing that time, Diamond Dallas Page. The strategy very simple. You put your opponent in the stretcher and put the stretcher down the entryway, and you're going to win the match. It's a fight to the finish. And Mike Awesome catches DDP.
You know, it's funny. Whether they call this match a stretcher match or not, the truth of the matter is the man is going to go, and I'm talking about Page, he would have gone out on a stretcher after what Awesome did to Canyon last night. And that, by the way, was a thing of beauty.
Speaking of a thing of beauty, what about that Bolo clothesline and a DDT?
I don't like the way this is going.
I've had it. I can't wait anymore.
Can't wait anymore for what? What is she talking about?
There goes Kimberly with the
She
divorce
wants the
papers.
divorce papers signed right now. It's
He's in a match. He's in a match.
No
Please.
time like a present. No time like a
Come
present.
on.
Sign the papers. Be a man.
There you go. There's your signature, Kimberly. Get a new lawyer.
Oh! And there's Mike Awesome's signature. Get a new doctor.
Page gets back to his feet.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, Mike! It was a plan. Kimberly with the divorce papers. She knew. Diamond Dallas Page wants to hang on to the last vestiges of this marriage. And Kimberly knew she could play on his emotions one more time, and Awesome took advantage, executing the plan of Eric Bischoff perfectly.
Oh, the brutality of this. He tried to get up again. Awesome puts a DDT on the chair.
Page can't have much left after last night. He was at the top of that cage. Brutal, bloody battle last night in KC. Stretcher match with Mike Awesome. And Kimberly, the Jezebel, turning her back on her husband, the man who brought her to the dance, leaving him right there at the mercy of Mike Awesome.
Could you yell out a few more painted women cliches while you're at it, Scott? The bottom line is, Kimberly deserves out of the marriage, and Paige deserves the severe butt kick. Oh! Bang! Bang that! Bang right on the chair! Bang, Mike, bang! I love this! God, how I love it so!
He has opened his head completely up with his wife, who wants a divorce, with the brutality of what he has suffered here tonight.
Look at Kimberly. Kimberly is gleeful at what's happened to her husband. For Pete's sake. What has Bischoff done to her mind?
They're dragging the carcass of her husband. This is what they wanted.
Does it hurt?
They did not want to stop until he was done. Completely done. Completely out of it. Completely incapacitated. And that's what has happened. He has been rolled out. He rolled. He got himself under his...
Here he comes again.
With whatever he's got left. My God, I don't know what that is.
He's not going out like that. Here comes Diamond Dallas Page. Canyon is paralyzed in ICU. Kimberly with divorce papers at ringside. David Arquette, his Hollywood hookup, stabbing him in the back last night on pay-per-view. But Diamond Dallas Page is crawling back into the ring with Mike Awesome.
Oh, and Mike has a table. I wonder what his intentions might be.
Well, we know what his intentions are, but the story here is what will drive a man to get to his feet. How much a man can take emotionally. How much a man can take physically.
Yeah!
Diamond Dallas Page.
He got nothing left. That knee had nothing on it.
Oh, yes,
but that chair did.
We know the knee had nothing on it. We know he has nothing left. The story here, though, is how much heart the man has in the face of adversity.
I give you that, Tony. The man has more heart than anybody I know. But what the heck? Put him through a table anyway.
Diamond Dallas Page up top.
Oh, man. Oh, that's all. No more.
Page can't take anymore.
No more is right. Bischoff, what's Bischoff doing?
He's got those divorce papers in a pen.
He's got part of them.
Wait a minute.
Now what?
Page is signing the papers.
He's not signing the papers.
He is. He's signing the papers. The divorce is official. God bless your judicial system. Kimberly owns half everything.
That's disgusting.
Is this legit?
He signed the paper.
I don't know if it's legit or not.
He signed the paper. He signed the paper.
I don't think that
you know.
I don't think there's any way that's going to hold up in a court of law. Eric Bischoff, we've got the videotape evidence for Pete's sake.
What are you, Perry Mason?
He wasn't even touching.
Oh, come on. I don't think.
Sorry,
I don't know if it is or not, but I mean they're very happy about it. And Page busted up from head to toe. From head to toe. Are we seeing the end of a career here? I've got to wonder, emotionally and physically, he is a mess, and I wonder how much more of Page is left.
Do they make wheelchairs made for two?
Thus far, Flair, Packett, DDP, taken out of the building for medical attention. This is not looking good for the Millionaires Club tonight on Nitro.
That's right. Earlier, Lex Luger was taken to the hospital. He's out of the building, and now DDP put in the stretcher, taken out. This is a...
Look at how fast they're wheeling him out of here. Maybe they're doing it for his own good. That's it. It's over.
This is a monumental victory for Kimberly, for Bischoff, for Russo, for Awesome, for the New Blood. They have destroyed, it seems, Diamond Dallas Page. Can you believe what we have seen?
Scott, oh man, thank God I found you. Listen, you got to help me, man. Kevin Nash is going to kill me, Scott. He's looking for me all over this building. You used to hang with the guy. You can talk some sense to him. You got to do this for me, Scott. You got to.
Listen, what don't you understand about me? I don't gots to do nothing. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. Now, if you react ass, put your hands on me again. I'm going to break your freaking arms. You only have 2 seconds to Detroit.
Okay, we are looking back, and what's this about? Russo talking to Tank Abbott. Maybe he's looking for some protection.
All right, Jeff Jarrett, are you going to insult me again here tonight?
Well, that depends, Slapnuts.
Well, listen, chosen one, the WCW World Heavyweight Champ. I saw the expression on your face earlier tonight when Eric Bischoff told you that your match with Sting tonight would be for that title.
Listen, Okerlund, I'm gonna smack Sting around like a piñata tonight with my guitar, with or without Russo and Bischoff's help. And you know why? Because I am the chosen one and the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome, Jurassic Slap Ass.
Hey, blow it out,
Okerlund talking to world champion Jeff Jarrett, and fans, we want to let you know that we will be hearing from Sting immediately after the next matchup here on WCW Monday Nitro. Now, what was the talk that Russo was having with Tank Abbott back there? Maybe he's looking for a little protection from Tank Abbott since Big Papa Pump turned him down right before the break, Scott Hudson.
No question about it. Go ahead, Mark.
Tony, Scott, I know Mr. Russo better than anybody. I know why Mr. Russo spoke with Tank Abbott. Scott Steiner has not disrespected Mr. Russo, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Now that I've explained some elementary facts to you, why do you think Mr. Russo was talking to Tank Abbott? Huh?
You think it's going to be some payback or from what's going down?
You're catching on quicker than I thought you might, Tony.
Well, you're going out on a limb here. If that's the case, fans, at any moment.
I tell you what, Big Papa Pump is the only pink in the armor of the new blood. Everything else is going the way of Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo, except for the attitude of the United States Heavyweight Champion.
Cut the music.
That's because no one is going to tell him what to do.
You know, last night at Slamboree, I wrestled one of the misfits who now calls himself Hugh G. Rection. And after I beat the hell out of him, I took my 2 freaks back to the hotel and I found myself one. Now my freaks have always told me size does matter, and I'm the biggest of them all. So as I took my 2 ladies up to the mountaintop and they found Nirvana, and just as they were about to reach the summit, they both said to me, "Oh God, oh God," and they called me the Daddy. That's the big bad booty daddy.
I think they were in the room next to me. I didn't get to sleep all night.
Now, being a genetic freak, I'm a mountain of a man, and Booker T, you're nothing but an amoeba because you have no backbone. You had your chance to wrestle me at Slamboree, but you have no balls. So why don't you get your ass out here right now?
Look at this.
And face me.
Look at this.
One-on-one.
Let's take Abbott.
You were right, Mark Madden.
Oh!
You were exactly right.
That is the plan of Vince Russo. That has got to be what Russo was doing, talking to Tank Abbott.
And what a vicious low blow by Tank Abbott to start things off. Scott Steiner's unbelievably strong, but Tank Abbott can bench 600 pounds.
And he
600 pounds.
Yeah, 600 pounds or not, he cold-cocked him is what he did with one punch. He wiped out Big Papa Pump. He wiped him completely out. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life, and the man is still down over there.
Nobody punches like Tank Abbott. Nobody's as bad as Tank Abbott. Nobody's as mean as Tank Abbott. Nobody is a destruction machine like Tank Abbott.
We need to see it again. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. First of all, the sucker punch there.
Oh!
And then how about this one?
I mean, a body shot, a low blow, a couple of body shots, and then this. One punch. That is Scott Steiner. Big Papa Pump laid out like an announcer, for Pete's sake. Tank Abbott wiped out the All-American. Scott Steiner out cold.
All right, Sting, you heard the announcement earlier on from Eric Bischoff, making it mandatory that your match tonight, the big main event here on Nitro with Jeff Jarrett, would indeed be for the WCW World Heavyweight Title.
That's all good. It's all really, really good, Gene, for me. And really, really bad for you, Jarrett
Bischoff, and Russo. I knew it was just going to be a matter of time before all of you would make a stupid mistake, and you made it tonight by putting the gold up for grabs. Guess what? Your fearless leader, Jeff Jarrett, is going to drop the ball tonight. I'm going to pick it up, I'm going to run with it, and I'm going to score a touchdown. And oh, Jeff, bring your guitar. It's showtime, folks.
Sting tonight against Jeff Jarrett for the WCW title as we go back to the ringer. How about what has gone down here tonight at the hands of Russo, Bischoff? We have seen Flair walk out of the building, give up. He's never done that. Luger's in the hospital. Apparently DDB been taken to the hospital as well. Canyon's there from last night. If you want to point to one night that's been all new blood, you got to point to it right here. And they even took their vengeance out on Big Papa Pump, who is a member of the New Blood.
But that one's a long way from over. Tank Abbott against Scott Steiner might be the war to end all wars. What a punch by Tank Abbott. And now we know that Tank Abbott threw that match to David Arquette as part of the New Blood's master plan. Tank Abbott is still undefeated.
Well, let's set the table right here. What do we got in the ring? The Harris brothers, the Mamalukes, and Harlem Heat 2K. What they are doing is the bidding of Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff. They are on instruction. Get the title back from the KroniK.
Let's point out, the Buff Bagwell and the franchise Shane Douglas were never, ever actually beaten for those titles. The KroniK counted their own pin and then literally stole the belts. Buff and the franchise are still the tag team title holders.
I thought possession was 9/10 of the law, and the possession is with these two monsters, Brian Adams and Brian Clark. KroniK.
You know, you mentioned the words KroniK and possession in the same sentence. That'll get you 5 to 10 right there.
These guys are, I guess, not the champions as far as Buff the franchise are concerned, but now you got to take the belts away from them. We want to let you know that Scott Steiner did walk out of his own power, and we do understand that Scott Steiner is on the hunt. If he finds Vince Russo, if he finds Tank Abbott in the backstage area, I am told we will break away to it from this match immediately. Immediately, so stay with us. We'll follow this match and what happens here. Can KroniK hang on to possession of the belts, or what will Scott Steiner do if he finds Vince Russo, if he finds Tank Abbott in the backstage area?
I'll tell you how scary tough KroniK is, Tony and Scott. This match is 6-on-2. I think it's even. I think KroniK is that tough, that bad. What's going on here?
I think the sides are going to get even more uneven, so to speak.
Here come legally, of course, we gotta call it like it is, the real world tag team champion, Buff Bagwell, and the franchise. And here we go, doing the bidding for Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff. Why not just send Bagwell and the franchise in to get the titles back?
3 teams on 1 team to try to get the belts back to the New Blood. And what has been a red letter night for the New Blood already here tonight. Sting can spoil that later tonight, facing Jeff Jarrett for the WCW World Title. And coming over to the broadcast location,
the World Tag Team Champion,
the franchise, and Buff Bagwell, Buff Daddy. They are here, and here
live and in living color, the real World Tag Team Champions.
I am so sick of this. It's unbelievable. Look at this. These guys call themselves tag team champions?
Hey, Buff, did the air smell as sweet to you this morning as it did to me? Did your sun rise as high as mine did? I mean, yesterday, after 7 years of wanting Flair and putting him out, God, I can't tell you the feeling. I was on a rush all day long.
You know what it stands for? New blood.
Yeah!
Old blood out, new blood in.
Yeah, you are the stuff.
Hold on a second. Scott Steiner is on the prowl for Vince Russo. Russo, here's my advice for you. Get on the first bus out of town. Scott Steiner's on a rampage.
Or he's looking maybe for Tank Abbott. Once again, our cameras are following him in the back. We will switch to that immediately if need be.
Is anybody going to hit on while we're not wearing the belts right now?
We've hit on them many times.
Exactly. For 7 years, I've wanted Ric Flair. I hate to harp on something, beat a dead horse or an old dead horse. But for 7 years, I've wanted him. Vince Russo hated him for 7 months, but the real man of the night tonight is David Flair for 21 long years.
Come on, guys, please.
Golf clap for David Flair. 21 long years. He's wanted that
jackass named Ric Flair
It's his
as
dad.
a father.
It's
He's
his
a
father.
jackass. He's not his dad.
No, Mr.
Vince
Russo's his father
real
now.
dad.
Exactly right.
Oh, come on now, wait a minute. Hold on, he's not his real dad. I don't want to argue.
How do you know
that?
He's been much more father, Tony. You know, you've been there from day one. Ric Flair's been more father to that boy. Vince Russo's been more of a father in the last 24 hours than Ric Flair has
Exactly.
in 21 years.
You know why? Because he was there for David Flair.
Exactly.
That's why.
Not a boy, Matt.
True, Ric Flair was not there a lot. He was traveling from town to town.
Mr. Russo has taken care of business. Vinnie Mac, the man with the Batman, has taken care of. He sent these 6 men in to get our belts back where they rightfully belong, around our waist. Robbed last week of the damn belts.
If you just, I'm just going to call a spade here, Matt, and back me up. But I mean, look at this. There's not one champion in this ring. How can you take away a tag team title from the tag team champions?
Well, you got 6 brave men who are trying to...
1, 2, 3. Wait
a minute, Brian Adams.
Oh, boy.
He just put Big Vito in his
$2 million of the talent sitting here at ringside. And a bunch of bones in there fighting over our title. Look at that.
Well, the bottom line is the KroniK are common thieves. They took what belongs to you.
They beat us illegally. Now they're fighting for the belts.
I didn't see a stripe shirt make it count.
There's another cover and a 1, 2, 3 on the other end. Frank Clark. Wow.
KroniK, not the tag team champions.
There goes Heavy B. You got to enjoy these guys beating the living hell out of each other.
There's only one team left for KroniK to get through, and that's Harlem Heat here. As Adams and Clark have dished out the punishment of their own brand here.
My blood is from the
Hold on a second. You know what? I'm about sick of this.
What do you mean you're about sick of?
World Tag Team Champions just left the broadcast position.
They're going to make the sides grossly uneven once again. And you knew this would happen. It would have to happen on a night where the new blood has been on the offensive. It would have to happen this way. But Adams and Clark will not be denied. As they send Buff on the outside, the franchise on the outside, and now here comes Cash of Harlem Heat in.
KroniK,
where they turn.
The double slapjack from Harlem Heat 2K. Now Cash. Oh, big Cash. No.
400 pounds of him, Scott Hudson, and he goes on the outside.
I gotta say, the KroniK can manhandle even the biggest, baddest men, but they're still not as good as Buff in the franchise.
Stevie Ray just whacked Big T with that slapjack.
And walked out on him.
And what we've got is KroniK standing tall in the ring. They have wiped out the Mamalukes, the Harrises, H2K.
I got the
Don't
belt back,
forget you had Disco Inferno.
And it looked like to me that Buff's picked up the World Tag Team belts. Oh, the double team high time, 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm gonna tell you, fans, in the midst of all this, KroniK wiped out 3 teams. Harlem Heat, the Mamalukes, and the Harris brothers, and all 3 teams, former World Tag Team champs.
It doesn't matter, the plan worked. Oh, jeez.
Scott Steiner.
Jeez.
Oh, did he just uncork on the tag team champions? Now Scott Steiner and Big Cash. Good night.
Oh, my Lord. That was a 400-pound belly-to-belly suplex over the top, no less. Scott Steiner seems small.
You New York son of a bitch!
The loose cannon's got a live mic.
You may think you pull the strings, but my ass ain't even till you send me Tank Abbott.
Holy smokes, he's called out Tank Abbott, and he says it, and KroniK's got
Come
the
on,
belts back.
Russo! I'm going nowhere, and your show is over.
He's shutting us down. Scott Steiner's gonna stay here. He's gonna shut the program down until Tank Abbott comes out. The man is completely out of control.
May as well be comfortable.
I'm not getting him out of there. He can have it.
And people always say, why would they send security? Why would they
Come on, Tank! Stop gumming Russo in the back and get your ass out here!
Gumming Russo in the back?
Ouch.
He is sitting down.
Come on, boy, I got all day!
Well, I guess we can forget the format, maybe? Scott Steiner is holding court inside the ring.
Come on, Russo, show me what you got! Come on, Bischoff, you both ain't shit!
Well,
Tank Abbott backstage.
Better not screw this up. I want it done right.
What's he talking about?
I don't know, but I'm still scared.
Don't mess up.
It'll be your fatal mistake.
No, it's going to be your mistake.
What's
you
this all
find out,
about?
You better do what I told you what to do.
You'll pay for it.
Put it very simply, Scott Steiner has stopped the program. He has commandeered WCW Monday Nitro, and he is going absolutely nowhere. the epitome of the loose cannon, the man who walks to his own drum.
Do you?
Wait a minute.
Oh my God! That man could get him out of here.
You're right, he can. Goldberg.
Well, I guess we can't forget the format. This guy's not on mine. That's Goldberg's music.
I don't have a.
It's time. Take Abbott. And that's RNS security.
Oh, what? Is this what Tank Abbott was talking about when he told Dillinger not to mess it up, not to screw it up?
That's a slap in the face to Goldberg.
He's trying to coax at Goldberg whatever it takes.
Oh, look at this R&B security. Tank's a tough guy, I know, but does he have a death wish? I mean, he's done everything possible to aggravate and call out Goldberg. Hey, give Tank credit for guts, but sooner or later, Bill Goldberg's going to answer the bell. I would think so anyway. Tank Abbott has gotten on the bad side of Scott Steiner and Goldberg already.
The fans want to see it. Scott Steiner just wants to see Tank Abbott's face. And Tank Abbott, with Goldberg's own music, comes out.
Tank Abbott setting all this up. That is not Goldberg, obviously, but Scott Steiner was KO'd one punch by the pit fighter Tank Abbott. And now, lost in that pyro is Tank Abbott, and waiting in the ring is Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
There is going to be an explosion in the ring. It's a mere seconds from now, as here comes the security with Tank Abbott. The innocent victims, and now the Goldberg entrance, the Goldberg music. I guess if you're Tank Abbott, you'll do anything to get Goldberg. But right now, you better be thinking about this man right here.
There we go.
And here we go, and you know it's going to be nothing but fisticuffs as Tank Abbott with the body shots. He ducked it, Scott.
Oh! Dumped him over. And now Scott Steiner raining in the elbows on the back of the head of the pit fighter. Double leg attempt. Steiner backs himself into the corner to avoid it, but Tank, that opens up the body shot.
And Scott Steiner will have none of it. He absorbed the body shot and another belly to belly, and he drives the fist into the temple, into the forehead, into the ears. It goes down, and he's just on top of Tank Abbott, a crossface. He's trying to break his neck, is what he's trying to do.
Scott Steiner wants more than a tap out. He wants more than a knockout. He wants to put Tank Abbott out. Oh, we talk about what a street fighter Tank Abbott is, but Scott Steiner right now is beating Tank Abbott in his own game. Oh, how scary is Scott Steiner tonight?
Look at the massive arms. He's going to put him out right here. The man is completely out of control. Tank Abbott is just trying to fight for his life right now.
Who is going to tell? Do you think Mickey J.
Hold on.
Hang on a second.
Oh, it's his brother.
Rick Steiner.
It's his brother. He needs to control. He needs to control Scott right now.
If anybody can, Rick Steiner can. He can control his brother. Come on, get him off the Tank.
He is that big brother is trying to help little brother up or younger brother up because he is completely snapped. He's completely gone nuts.
Scott Steiner
for reason here.
This loose cannon, Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, just did Scott Steiner the biggest favor ever. He's saving it from himself.
He kicked his brother in the back.
Right in the small of that bad back. Scott Steiner injured. Now he's hammering his own brother. What in the hell is going on here?
Hang
on. Rick Steiner is holding Scott Steiner. Oh, wide open for the one punch. Down goes Big Papa. And the dog-faced gremlin putting the boost to Scott Steiner along with Tank Abbott.
Brothers attacking brothers. Sons turning on fathers. People taken to the hospital. I stopped trying to figure this program out a long time ago.
WCW is one big dysfunctional family, and Scott Steiner's the one paying the price right now. Why did Rick Steiner do that?
I don't know. How do you figure all this out? But there's the man left in the ring, his brother.
Chew on that, Steiner. Don't ever cross the boss again, punk.
Here is the man who has made all
Yo, Liz,
this happen.
come on, you're up. Now. Hurry.
What now?
What are you looking at? Come over there, smack you around, too.
Elizabeth and Daphne next. Her first match ever for Elizabeth. Vince Russo, now what?
You ready? I need you on standby. You be ready to go.
Standby? Who was that?
I don't know. What's that all about? Time for the Wendy's Classic Hamburger replay. It's Hamburger Bliss, and here it is, Scott Hudson.
Tank Abbott doing the bidding
for Vince Russo with the assistant to the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner. That, my friends, is Scott Steiner, left laying by Tank Abbott and Rick Steiner.
By his own brother, Rick Steiner. As we go to the next match, a couple of things we'll let you know, a couple of program notes. Thunder returns to its regular time this coming Wednesday on TBS at 9:05 for 2 hours on TBS as Elizabeth comes in the ring and tickets go on sale with the Great American Bash this Friday, May 12th, Baltimore Arena box office. And you can meet the Nitro girls and schedule Ric Flair at the Arena box office 11 a.m. when tickets go on sale. Although, after what Flair did tonight, who knows if he's going to show up or not.
One thing I want to point out about the Elizabeth Russo thing, it's not about love, it's not about sex. Elizabeth hates Russo, and I'm not even sure Russo likes Elizabeth. It's about control. Control, pure and simple.
Sure.
Russo wants to control Elizabeth just to prove he can. No other reason.
Look at the shirt of the psycho Daphne, who will face Elizabeth. And look at the face of Elizabeth. Does that say everything or what? Does not want to be here. But she wants her freedom desperately enough that this lady who has been the hallmark for beauty and grace will go into the ring and fight.
She can get her freedom, but all she's got to do is somehow rein in this goddess, this towny terror, Daphne. Look at Elizabeth just standing. What do you do? Let's rope a dope. Let herself work herself right into the match.
She's never had a match, never been involved in the match throughout her illustrious career, but she can paintbrush for the best of them, and that was a pretty darn good move. And a hairpeel. Well, maybe she's never been in the ring, but obviously she's seen enough to know to hairpeel her.
Liz is the most ladylike woman in the history of sports entertainment.
Right.
And this is what Vince Russo's taking her to. Maybe Vince Russo's won already.
And she's choking her.
Who's this?
Who's this from behind?
It's got to be Medusa.
It is Medusa.
Good night. She's ragdolling Elizabeth in the corner.
And this one, the bell sounds, and she pulled Elizabeth out. Elizabeth trying to get out of the ring.
She's got Liz cornered.
This is
Medusa to her. This is what he's tied up in the corner.
And Mona comes out.
Yeah. Mona putting the boot to Medusa. What happened to Elizabeth and Daphne? Mona and Medusa going at it. Handspring, back elbow.
Not done yet. Medusa grabs Mona on the back of her head and hurt her.
Where's security? Where's R&B security?
Look at that. Look at that. Oh, she's standing on Mona's hair and pulling her body out. I didn't even think these two were in the building, and now they're fighting.
Look at the face of Elizabeth with the chair. Do you think she's going to let Russo break her spirit? You're dead wrong. Even when he sent out Medusa, this was obviously who he was talking to in the back.
Spinning heel kick wiped out Mona. Medusa is kicking the life out of Mona. They're not even up. Elizabeth has got a chair.
Yes, she's got a chair.
She paid attention when she was with the Macho Man, I can tell you that. Oh, did she wipe out? Over the rope, yeah. Oh, Elizabeth is on fire.
Elizabeth, not broken, not driven down, has come into her own in one night. Oh, no. Oh, no. R&B security.
Hey, she didn't win. She's not free. That chair's a DQ, I'm guessing.
And it takes all these guys to manhandle this woman back. Are you kidding me? What are we doing?
Better safe than sorry.
When we come back on this wild and unpredictable and who knows what program, Hogan and Nash in a tag team war. We are back on WCW Monday Nitro, and Thunder returns to its regular time this coming Wednesday at 9:05 Eastern Time, only on TNT. Join us for Thunder on our sister network, TBS. And here on TNT tonight, we are not done. This has been one of those nights where you need a scorecard or two or three to keep up with what's gone down. The fact is, Elizabeth came out to try to win a match to win her freedom. She did not win the match. Russo, the master of the mind games, the manipulation of people's lives, sent Medusa out to get the thing thrown out. Therefore, she didn't beat Daphne. She is still now under lock and key, so to speak, property of WCW and thus property of Vince Russo.
You say like it's a bad thing.
No, I'm stating facts.
Right, I mean, that's a master plan by a master. Mr. Russo knows how to manipulate people, whether they're for him or against him. He's a brilliant tactician, Tony. Scott, come on, give Mr. Russo credit. Give it up for Mr. Russo. We've given up for this guy in the ring way too long.
Hulk Hogan is in the ring. The washed-up has-been, according to Billy Kidman. he will find out exactly how washed up Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash are right now.
Well, I think Billy Kidman, and I think the mistake that Kidman and even the entire members of the Filthy Animals, if you will, make a mistake in thinking that these guys are washed up. Maybe as far as trying to win or lose matches, but you've stripped all that away now. These guys like a Hulk Hogan, like a Kevin Nash, are not coming in trying to win a tag team title, trying to get their hand raised 1, 2, 3, trying to win a world heavyweight title. These men are coming to the ring fighting for their own lives, their own existence in a program where Flair has emotionally become a wreck and has walked out. DDP has been stretchered out, taken to a hospital. Lex Luger's been taken to a hospital. Canyon may never walk again. These men are fighting for this purpose in the face of all this adversity perpetrated by the New Blood.
I'll tell you, Tony, who the ace in the Millionaires Club deck is. It's Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, sometimes he maybe tries to be a little too cool. Tries to be, oh, look at Hogan. Hogan is staring a hole in Billy Kidman. And Kidman's laughing. Tori's laughing.
Look at that. There's the call out. Come on, Billy Kidman.
Hogan looking very calm and cool right now, but you know inside he's nothing of the kind. He is, here come the Filthy Animals. This is going to be, as Nash and Hogan said, it's going to be a St. Louis street fight. Well, what has not been a street fight tonight, I ask you? And here come the Filthy Animals.
You just can't miss a moment of Nitro. So far, we've seen the breakup of the Flair family. Ric Flair said he's quitting the business, for Pete's sake. How big is that?
The Filthy Animals are waiting for somebody else out here. Who else is here?
Mike Awesome.
What next? What else is going to happen on this program?
I would say this is not fair, but what has been fair for the Millionaires Club here tonight? The unity they showed on Wednesday, the coming together, has been cut off of the past, so to speak, and now we have 4-on-2 here on WCW Monday Nitro.
Well, let me speak on this. Like I said, Kevin Nash is just the one guy I'm not sure the New Blood could ever break down. He's got his game face on. Oh, Hogan throwing Kidman out like a ragdoll. Who's this?
Juventud Guerrera is coming in. You want to talk about sides being uneven? Juventud Guerrera walks out for no apparent reason. As in the ring, Kevin Nash, Hogan's got a chair. What?
Hang on a second. Juventud Guerrera standing atop our broadcast position. Kevin Nash, good night. He just tossed Rey Mysterio Jr. 10 feet across the ring.
Look at the violence in the ring. Their arms and their hands and their backs being broken. Juventud Guerrera has come over to our broadcast location.
Trying to get a can of Rey to get Juventud out of here.
Nash threw Rey like a lawn dart, didn't he, Scott?
And he nailed him right in the middle of the target. Nash and Hogan. Hang on a second.
Hogan's going up the top turnbuckle.
As Hogan,
Juventud,
missile
what
drop
in the
kick.
world? He just wiped out Kevin Nash. Hogan giving chase to the Filthy Animals down the ramp, but meanwhile Kevin Nash and Juventud,
they have lured Hogan in the back. Part of a master plan all the way in the backstage area. There's Horse Hogan. Horse Hogan's getting involved.
This thing is rapidly getting out of control here in the TWA Dome.
Rapidly getting out of control. Since segment 1, it's been that way.
Rey Mysterio Jr., I don't see how on earth he's vertical or conscious.
Look at Kidman laying in wait for Hogan. Look at this. They're all laying in wait for Hogan.
But remember, Kevin Nash is giving chase and doing battle with Hogan too.
Baseball match including Hogan.
He's by himself. Kevin Nash is still here in the arena. He's in a truck. He's in the trunk of a car.
It was a trap. They had a master plan. They knew exactly what they wanted to do.
Road trap.
And they pounded Hogan with baseball bats. And now they're getting away in their car.
Horace Hogan
is giving chase.
Nash has no idea what happened. He was brawling with Juventud to the concession stand.
He's going to break Juventud in half. And as you said, Scott Hudson and Mark Wrong man to full whip.
He is the one guy that could totally turn the tide for the Millionaires Club, and he just planted Juventud Guerrera.
But he doesn't know what happened to Hogan. He's in the trunk of that luxury ride backstage. Who knows where they're taking Hogan? Where is Hulk Hogan? Come on.
Hey, give Hoovy credit. Hoovy took one for the team. He lured Nash away. He fulfilled the New Blood plan. Nash took a chunk out of Hoovy. But right now, the Filthy Animals, Kidman, they're taking Hogan. Where are they taking him?
They drove out towards the back of the building in that rental car, or that car of theirs, with Hogan in the trunk. And please, all right,
finally.
Our cameras are falling at
Can we assume that's it?
That's the door of the back.
It's in the trunk of that
car. They were kidnapping Hogan!
What?
It's Goldberg's truck!
Goldberg's monster truck!
Don't tell me Goldberg is back, and they're running for their lives!
Dude, the restrooms are around the corner.
No, dude, I've got to do my road report, and I don't have any change.
Dude, it's imperative that you use 1-800. Call ATT for collect calls.
Now that's a plan, dude.
Good evening, fans. It's your road report, Jimmy Barron here, and next Monday we will tear down the city of Biloxi, Mississippi as we roll into the Coast Coliseum for Nitro. That town is never the same after WCW pops in. Look for us at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on TNT.
Dude, this is the beginning of a great relationship.
With 1-800 call ATT?
Dude.
Hogan is brutally attacked. The trap was set for him. And as Hogan was thrown in the trunk of the car by the Filthy Animals, Kidman, Rey Mysterio, and Konnan, they drive away. And as they drive away moments ago, Mark Madden, who or what is laying in wait for them on the outside of the building?
It's Goldberg's monster truck. I mean, you assume Goldberg's driving it, but he did make his presence felt on screen, Tony.
So who is it? It's Goldberg back, is what we want to know.
They sure ran like it was Goldberg. Here's Hogan, Tony.
We're back live.
We are back live, you're right. And who in the world unlocked the trunk for Hogan to get out? Hogan escaped that one. I mean, by the skin of his teeth, as the old cliche goes, he escaped it, but who opened the trunk for Hogan? Who was driving the Goldberg monster truck?
Who else could it be but the man himself?
I would agree with that, but then again, in this program, where we don't know what's next, we just don't know.
We saw the truck, we didn't see the man, not yet, but after all this, after brothers being ripped asunder, after sons spitting in the faces of fathers, a world title match. Nitro has totally gone off the edge, Tony and Scott.
Scott Steiner knocked unconscious by Tank Abbott.
My lord, what about that? It's all going on.
On the cover of the latest WCW magazine, Jeff Jarrett all the stroke right now, got all the gold. And inside article on Jeff Jarrett stepping out. He is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, available in newsstands and by subscription everywhere. WCW magazine. Here's the fact. As much as it's been a new blood night, and it really has on many levels, the fact that Sting, who's now put the Vampiro, Sting, he's put this whole Vampiro mess behind him with what happened last night and the win that he had on Slamboree. For Sting to come in and take the world title belt would put the Millionaires Club back in the driver's seat. It would erase all of that in many ways with one pin or one submission move by Sting here tonight.
Tony, you're right, and I'll tell you why. No matter what goes on between the New Blood Millionaires Club, there is only one Leaning Tower Pisa, there is only one Eiffel Tower, there is only one Grand Canyon, and there is only one World Heavyweight Champion. It's Jeff Jarrett, the chosen one. But there's that crow. That crow disturbs me. If anyone can beat Jeff Jarrett, Tony, it might be Sting. I hate to say that.
It's showtime.
That crow is meant to scare you. It's the symbol of the man himself. WCW's own Dark Avenger, the man who is the leader, the man who is on the front line of the Millionaires Club, the man who during these battles has stepped it up a whole new notch. We never thought there would be anybody any more intense than Sting in all of WCW, but I would say the Sting that we are seeing right now is the most intense Sting and the most intense individual ever.
And tell me, Scott Hudson, he's not half crazy.
No, he is. He's all crazy. You're right, he's not half crazy. He's all crazy. He stepped over to the dark side. Vampiro took him there, but he put an end to that situation last night at Slamboree. And now he wants gold. He wants another shot, another run with the World Heavyweight title. Jeff Jarrett wants to be in the match, but he doesn't want the gold on the line. Too bad. Sting is in the corner, ready to down to the world champion.
What would happen to the plans of Bishop
the defensive just a minute into the match. Sting is something else.
Sting will not be denied. He is down on the floor, and Sting is going to take the fight right to Jeff Jarrett. His mission to win the WCW World Title. His cause to fight for himself, to fight for the Millionaires Club. His purpose is to take the heart and soul out of Jeff Jarrett, and thus the new blood here tonight in our main event here live from the TWA Dome.
Sting sets Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, the phone. What's he going to do?
Oh! There's no give on that ramp.
That's the height of the velocity, the point that Jeff Jarrett hit the ramp. That's the height of the velocity on the suplex. Sting just buried the world champion. What's he going to do now, Tony?
Speaking of velocity, no!
The high-risk maneuver backfired on him, and Sting cost himself the momentum in this match with that. And that time, the intensity of Sting, the anger of Sting, got the best of him, maybe clouded his judgment momentarily, and is now giving Jeff Jarrett his first sign of light in this matchup.
It took a master plan from Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff to get the 30 pounds of gold around the waist of Jeff Jarrett. And Sting wants it back, but he's doing it the old-fashioned way. He's just going to try and beat Jeff Jarrett 1, 2, 3 in the ring.
It was a long and elaborate plan for Jeff Jarrett to win the world title, and it also featured the demise, they say, of Diamond Dallas Page to break it, to completely break it physically and mentally. And now for Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett, if we'll recall, did not even want this match to be a title match, but Eric Bischoff said, trust me, we can do this. Bischoff, the master swerve artist that he is also a man who's very confident and a fearless leader, so to speak. Sting comes back up, and you knew he was. They're fighting on the rampway. Sting ahead of Sting. Yeah! Oh, my God, what a move!
What a fine clothesline from the ramp over the top rope. Sting ended up on the other side of the ring.
That was incredible, Mark Madden.
Sting is like a vampire, like the man he just fought. You can't kill him. You can just stop him for a second or two, and then he keeps coming back from the dead. The world champion, Jeff Jarrett, boy, he's really up against it right now.
He really is, and we'll see what he's made of as the WCW World Champ. He's going to go, it looks like spinning toe hold. No, figure four leg lock here, and he puts it on Sting in the center of the ring, and Jeff Jarrett's got the move, which could give him the match.
It may be it. Sting may be done. How many times did he face Ric Flair and suffer that figure four? He knows his threshold of pain. He knows exactly how much he can take. It may be over. No.
Jeff Jarrett, not too long ago in this match, whacked Sting right in the back of the knee with that chair, too. He's just furthering damage, not starting damage.
Could his title reign, Jeff Jarrett's title reign, be no more than 24 hours?
On a program where the Flairs have split up. David and Ric Flair, a complete chasm between them. Scott Steiner knocked unconscious by Tank Abbott. The total package, carted out of here. Diamond Dallas Page, carted out to the hospital. Ric Flair quitting the business. Are we going to cap it off with the world title change?
Reversing the figure four and close enough to the ropes to get the break is the Chosen One. The Chosen One's got the advantage. Sting will not be denied. Is he too much or what? Right cross. Jarrett comes back for more, and Sting gives him more. Down goes Jarrett. And again, he's back to the corner.
Sting is rattling the World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Jarrett, hard into the turnbuckle. Stinger splash! Nailed it!
And he could be rattling the foundation of the new blood. Let's see. Head of steam against Stinger splash one more time. You know what that means? It could be the Scorpion Deathlock.
We're going to have a new champion. We're going to stay right here with it. Don't go anywhere. Sting is about to get another round with the gold in WCW.
Jeff, power on. Jeff, do something.
Jeff's done.
Oh, don't turn him. He turned him.
Jeff is holding on as best he can. Jeff is holding on. Sting. Is it? Look, it's Vampiro.
Not again,
it's Vampiro. He's grabbed Sting. He's pulled Sting under the ring. Jeff was hooked in. Oh, what's going on down there?
What's that smoke?
The ring is filling up.
I can't see anything that's going on. Not on the monitor, not live. Oh, this is, oh.
Sting had the Scorpion Deathlock on. He was seconds away from recapturing the world glory, the world title, and Vampiro.
Oh, not again. With that red. Oh, and Vampiro.
And Jeff Jarrett has no idea what happened, but I'm not even sure that Sting knows. Oh, look at Sting.
Sting is covered.
We thought Sting and Vampiro was over, was a non-issue, was done. But once again, the symbol of the new blood, the red all over Sting, and the cover.
No, not this way.
Jeff this TWA Dome live on TNT.
Momentum has shifted definitely in direction of the new blood and Sting. Who knows what Vampiro did to him under that ring and Buff Bagwell opening up on Sting with a baseball bat. The ring filling up with new blood members.
It's going to be filled up with a lot more than that in just a second.
There is no Ric Flair. There is no total package. There is no DDP. But there is the sound of the Wolfpack. And you know as well as I do, just like you said earlier, Mark Madden, the last man you want to make angry is Kevin Nash. And he walks to the ring with Hogan, who escaped from the trunk of the car. And here comes Buck the Franchise.
The first sacrificial lamb for the World Tag Team Champion, Hogan Nash, marching through now. Here we go.
I'm not sure Kevin Nash is big sexy anymore. That's too cute. He's almost like the sexecutioner now. Look at him. He is pummeling the new blood.
Hogan, oh, he just wiped out